Hello YouTube, FreakinRocket here. Welcome to a Technic tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to download the Technic launcher and create a server using Hamachi. There are a lot of videos out there and I've had trouble finding the right one that actually works, but I've managed to figure it out on my own, so I'm going to show you how to do this. The first thing you're going to want to do is open up your browser, go to technicpack.net, or you can just Google Technic and it will pop up. So once you get there, you'll see in the center of your screen it says Download Launcher. Click that, and then you'll see three options: Windows, Mac, or Linux. So choose whichever platform you have. I have Windows, so I will click Windows. It will download the launcher. Now when you open this launcher, a pop-up box will pop up, and you're going to want to uncheckmark this box here, because if you don't, it will pull up this warning every single time you open Technic, which is really annoying. So after you uncheckmark that, then you click Run, and it will say no installation is found, and it will tell you the directory that it's going to install it at. And it gives you the option if you want to change the install directory, but I don't, so I'm going to click No. It will install it and pull up, and you'll see this looks very different from the previous one, but still similar. Here you can scroll between all your different options, and you log in here. So now, in order to get a server, you go back to your Technic pack thing. If you go back to the home page here, you go underneath the Mod Packs tab, click on Tekkit, and you will hear some sound, which is different. I don't think they've ever had sound on any of theirs, and it's a pretty cool and well-designed website. Now, if you scroll down to the very bottom, or if you hit Get Tekkit, which will take you to the bottom of this page, you will see the launcher, and you will also see the download for the server owners, and it also gives you some of the links to the other things that are essential for servers. So this is a good place to go back to when you're trying to set up your server. Now you're going to click this Download Tekkit server, where it says Server Owners, and after you let this download for a second, you're going to notice that for me it is a zip file. So if I go to my Downloads folder and I find the Tekkit server here, if you right click on it and hit, I have WinRAR, not everyone has this, most people do, hit extract to Tekkit server, which basically just makes its own folder here. Now I'm going to cut this folder and take it, you don't have to do this, I just like to do this to keep things nice and organized. I'm going to paste it here, and when you open this folder, it will have this launch.bat file. This is what you're going to use to start your server. Now, before we get into the server properties, I'm going to show you how to download Hamachi, which is a tool that you can use to make your servers private. It doesn't require any port forwarding, so it keeps the safety of your IP address secure, and it's completely free, and I haven't had any problems that I couldn't fix. So if you go to your browser, and if you Google Hamachi, it's the very first links. It should say securelogmein.com, and so if you click that, you'll see two options: unmanaged and manage. You want this unmanaged option, But first you want to make sure you check mark the conditions of use. And there's also the Mac version here if you are on a Mac. Now click the download button. It will download, and do you want to run this file? This one you don't have to uncheck it because you won't be clicking this file a bunch. Click run. It will say preparing to install. Pull up the installer. Now some people already have Hamachi, and some people have been having problems with the Hamachi thing not connecting to the engine. I've had problems with that. This is a way to fix that. I did uninstall currently install product. Now anyone that has not installed Hamachi, you can skip ahead to the time on the screen. Now anyone that has Hamachi already installed, this is a good way to make sure your version is fresh and bug-free. So click the uninstall currently installed product. We want to make sure you checkmark the remove all user settings, just so you get a really fresh install for your next one. So after you do that, for some reason you have to click it twice. I don't know why. Oh, so you see it says that it's in use. So I'm going to right click on this and hit exit, which will close the program. Now I'm going to hit retry. There it goes. Removing network driver, that's pretty important, and all that stuff. Backup files. Now, for some reason, it doesn't pull back up the installer, so you have to re-click on the installation for Hamachi. Go back through this, agree to the terms of service, put it to the directory you want, and hit install. Now, for anyone that has had a problem with this, after you install this, I recommend that you restart your computer, because I have not had it work if I don't restart my computer. I don't know why it requires that, but for some reason it always does. Mine should work. There we go. Alright, so once this pops up, you click the power on button here, like it says. Name your client whatever you want. I'll just name it Rocket. And then hit create, and it will give you your IP address. Not your own IP address, but one of theirs, basically. And it's a secure network. Now, if you are a host of the server, you want to click the create a new network button. And you can do whatever network ID you want, and create a password for it. That network name has been taken, so I will do, there we go. So my network is created, and you'll see it's 1 out of 5. So this means that you can only have you and 4 other people on your server at a time, unless you upgrade your Hamachi to a non-free version. You can increase this number. And if you see here, it gives you 2 numbers. If you click on it, it will say copy IPv4 address. That's what you want. You don't want that one. You want IP4. That's important. This is what your server IP is going to be in your server properties. So if you go back to your server file and go to the server properties, open that up, where it says server IP, you want to then paste that IP, and now your server is running through Hamachi, not your own IP. So your IP is completely safe, and you don't have to worry about anything. So it's a very handy tool to have. And plus, you don't have to do any of the port forwarding and any of that. So I'm going to go ahead and change this max players just to 5, because that's what I like. I don't, because it can only have 5. So I'm going to click save and change this to test. Why not? Now you can save that, close it, and click the launch.bat file in your server file. And it will pull up this bat folder and download all the necessary things, and then it will begin to run everything and fire up your server. This can take a few minutes. It really doesn't take that long. Yeah, it's up now. And yeah, I got Hamachi running. You can close out of this and it will stay right there on. If you right click, it'll hit power. You can see that it would say power on if it was off. You don't want to power it off though. So we can close out of everything else here. Sure, I already pull up. Now the login is just your Minecraft login. So let me go ahead and log in, and this can take a second depending on your computer. It will download everything, get everything up and running. And once this is up, it will launch Tekkit, and because that's the mod pack I have selected. And then we will get to how you can access your server. And accessing your server is very simple. You're just going to want to use that IP4 address on Hamachi, which I already have copied, so I don't have to recopy it. So here it is, pulling up. Now you can minimize this. It might do this for you. It might say it's not responding. Just give it a few seconds. It will respond. It's just installing a bunch of stuff right now, so it can be hard for some computers. But here, while that's pulling up, let me show you how other people can join your network. Now you simply pull up Hamachi, go to network, join existing network. Network ID goes here, password here. Very simple process. So now that our Tekkit is up, you go to multiplayer, add server, and simply paste that address there, and it will say whatever you told it to say, and 0 out of 5, go ahead and join in, and you have a functioning Tekkit secured Hamachi server. So if you have any problems with this, feel free to comment about it, and I will do my best to reply, and if I can fix the problem. My email is FreakinRocket@gmail.com if you have any questions, if you want to email me. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this video helped out a lot. I know it was tough for me to figure out how to do this. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.